You think you know the people closest to you, but what if you don't? What if someone you care about quietly dislikes you, resents you, or even wishes you were not around? Most of the time, hatred does not shout. It hides in small actions, tiny gestures, or things people do without even thinking. And the weirdest part, your gut already senses it. You just don't know how to read it. Have you ever felt a strange tension with a friend or family member? Maybe their smile does not feel real, or their laughter seems empty. Maybe they say kind words, but something about them feels off. These small signs are real. They are hidden clues about feelings most people try to hide, even from themselves. According to Carl Jung, these hidden emotions are not random. The human mind often shows what it feels in small ways, through tone, gestures, or expressions. Recognizing these signs is not about being paranoid, it's about understanding people better and protecting yourself from silent negativity. In this video, we'll reveal 7 hidden signs that someone close might secretly hate you. From the way they look at you, the way they act, or even the way they stay silent at times. These signs are subtle, but once you notice them, you cannot ignore them. Stay with me, and don't skip any part of this video, because by the end, you'll see things you've overlooked for years. You'll understand why some people act differently around you, and learn to spot hidden feelings that could be affecting your life. If you've ever felt uneasy about someone's behavior, this video will open your eyes to truths you may have been ignoring. Now let's begin. Sign 1. Contempt, hidden behind irony. Sometimes hostility does not announce itself with anger or confrontation. It wears a mask. It hides behind a smile, a laugh, a harmless joke. Some people choose sarcasm as their weapon, dressing their contempt in irony. They mock the things they know, touch your heart, the things that matter most to you, but when you confront them, they retreat behind phrases like, "was just joking," or "don't be so sensitive," or "you just don't get the game." This is subtle cruelty. It leaves you uneasy, questioning yourself, while the other person appears innocent, playful, even charming. But repeated irony, especially when aimed at the same vulnerable points, reveals something far deeper than humor. It is a shadow of hidden contempt, a glimpse into the repressed hostility that lives quietly beneath the surface. Carl Jung called this the projection of the personal shadow, the parts of ourselves we cannot face, yet unconsciously display in the world. When someone continually mocks your personality, your choices, or your values with biting humor, they are not just teasing you, they are revealing the fragments of themselves they refuse to accept, and each joke, each ironic barb, is a silent confession of inner conflict and unresolved bitterness. Pay attention. The mask of laughter often hides the truth of resentment, and in recognizing this, you see not just their shadow, but the invitation to rise above it. Sign 2. Hidden sabotage. Not all attacks come with a roar. Some strike quietly, almost invisibly, from those closest to you. When someone feels threatened by your growth, your progress, or the path you are carving for yourself, they may attempt to undermine you, not with open hostility, but with subtle, almost imperceptible acts of sabotage. It may appear as misleading advice, miscommunications, forgotten details, or small mistakes that, when they pile up, slowly derail your plans. A friend who forgets to share crucial information, a family member who leaves out key points, or someone who repeatedly complicates situations at the exact moments when you need clarity, may not be as absent-minded as they seem. Pay attention to the pattern. Repeated mishaps at critical moments are rarely coincidental. They are the quiet whispers of insecurity projected outward. Jung taught that when people cannot confront their own failures, their frustration and fear of inferiority often spill into the world, manifesting as subtle efforts to hold others back. Recognizing these hidden acts is not about accusing, it's about seeing clearly. It is about understanding that some attempts to hinder you are born from another's unacknowledged fear, And once you see it, you reclaim your power, refusing to be derailed by shadows cast from someone else's insecurities. Sign 3. Silent competition. Some people cannot bear to see you succeed. Your victories, your milestones, the progress you celebrate, they become mirrors reflecting what they feel they lack. Every achievement you share is subtly contested. Instead of offering genuine congratulations, they shift the focus onto themselves, reminding you of their own successes or claiming to have done something even better. This is not mere competitiveness, it is a quiet, corrosive form of resentment. Conversations with them often feel like unspoken duels, as if every word you speak, every joy you share, becomes a test of superiority. The more you shine, the more their insecurities flare, often disguised behind smiles, teasing, or comparisons. They cannot tolerate your light because it threatens the fragile foundations of their self-esteem. Carl Jung described this as shadow projection. The qualities, strengths, or achievements they cannot develop within themselves are unconsciously seen and challenged in others. In trying to outshine you, to belittle your accomplishments, they are revealing a deep inner struggle, the fear of inadequacy they cannot face. Recognizing silent competition is crucial. It is rarely harmless, and it can slowly erode your confidence if unacknowledged. But once you see it for what it truly is, a reflection of their unacknowledged fears, you reclaim your power. Your growth is not a threat, it is a truth. You are free to celebrate your victories without guilt, without apology, and without being dragged into someone else's shadow. Their envy is their burden, not yours. Sign 4. Superficial support. Not everyone who smiles at you is genuinely on your side. Some mask their resentment behind a facade of polite concern, a shallow cheer, or empty words of encouragement. Those who secretly harbor ill will often offer support that looks like help, but vanishes the moment it is truly needed. When challenges arise, they minimize your struggles, make excuses, or are mysteriously unavailable. This lack of authentic support is subtle, almost invisible at first. It doesn't scream hostility, but it quietly undermines you, eroding trust over time. Observe carefully. If someone close to you consistently disappears in moments that matter most, or responds to your success with indifference or faint applause, their loyalty may not be genuine. Carl Jung spoke of ego dissociation, a disconnection between one's conscious self and the deeper emotional reality, which can leave some people emotionally cold or incapable of truly supporting others. This detachment may appear as calmness or neutrality, but beneath it lies an inability or unwillingness to invest in the well-being and triumphs of those around them. True support is felt, not performed, and when you recognize its absence, you gain clarity. You learn to surround yourself with those whose presence is real, whose joy is sincere, and whose loyalty withstands the tests of both hardship and success. Sign 5. Control masquerading as care. Some people wear the mask of concern, but beneath it lies control. They frame their dominance as guidance, advice, or help, but their true intent is to shape your choices, monitor your every move, and make you doubt your own judgment. Every suggestion, every critique, and every questioning glance is designed to make you reliant on them, subtly, quietly, yet persistently. This form of manipulation is hard to detect, because it comes wrapped in seemingly loving words. "I'm just trying to help," or "I only want what's best for you." But notice how you feel after their interventions. If their advice leaves you more insecure, hesitant, or anxious, rather than empowered, it is no longer guidance, it is control disguised as care. Carl Jung suggested that the urge to control others often springs from inner turmoil. People who cannot face their own uncertainty, instability, or chaos unconsciously attempt to govern the lives of those around them. By directing others, they avoid confronting their own emotional storms, projecting their fears onto you as if managing your life could stabilize theirs. Recognizing this pattern is an act of liberation. True care empowers, nurtures, and inspires confidence. It does not bind, intimidate, or weaken your self-trust. When someone's concern consistently leaves you doubting yourself, it is not love, it is control. Understanding this allows you to reclaim your autonomy, trust your instincts, and step confidently into your own life, free from the hidden hands that try to pull the strings. Sign 6. Criticism and gossip in disguise. Some wounds are delivered silently, not through confrontation, but through whispers, half-truths, and carefully spun stories. Those who harbor resentment rarely address it directly. Instead, they choose to spread criticism, remorse, and distorted versions of reality behind your back. This kind of hostility is insidious because it strikes without warning, gradually shaping how others perceive you while leaving you in the dark until the effects ripple into your life. Pay attention to subtle shifts, friends who suddenly grow distant, colleagues who act colder, or acquaintances who treat you differently for no clear reason. Often, this change is the quiet handiwork of someone determined to tarnish your reputation. False or exaggerated rumors, shared repeatedly, erode trust and isolate you socially, leaving your public image vulnerable. Carl Jung explained this behavior as a projection of the personal shadow. People who feel insecure, inferior, or dissatisfied with themselves unconsciously attempt to balance these feelings by casting others in a negative light. In essence, every whispered criticism, every rumor, reflects their inner turmoil more than it reflects anything true about you. Recognizing this is empowering. The gossip is not your burden, it is a mirror of their insecurities. By seeing it clearly, you reclaim your confidence, refuse to internalize false narratives, and rise above the shadows others try to cast over your life. What they say reveals their struggles, not your worth. True strength comes from understanding this and continuing your journey unshaken, untarnished, and resilient. Sign 7. The absence of joy in your success. True care and love celebrate your victories, just as they stand by you in your struggles. When someone genuinely values you, your achievements inspire happiness, pride, and shared excitement. But not everyone who surrounds you feels this way. Some struggle to hide irritation, envy, or discomfort when you succeed. Their reactions are subtle, a detached, "Oh, that's great," a sudden change of subject, or a quiet attempt to diminish your accomplishments. This lack of genuine joy is revealing. It speaks to inner unrest and unacknowledged insecurities. Carl Jung observed that the inability to rejoice in another's success often mirrors unresolved conflicts within oneself. Witnessing your achievements can become a painful reminder of what they have not yet attained, highlighting personal shortcomings and unmet desires. Those who react with coldness or subtle competition often deflect by minimizing your victories. "It's not that big a deal, I did something similar before, or you could have done better." These words are not neutral, they are signs of impatience, latent resentment, and an inner struggle with inadequacy. Recognizing this absence of celebration is empowering. It allows you to distinguish genuine supporters from those who project their inner frustrations onto you. Their discomfort is their burden, not yours. By understanding this, you can continue to grow, achieve, and shine unapologetically. Your successes are not diminished by another's envy. They are a reflection of your perseverance, your strength, and your unwavering journey forward. Celebrate yourself, because true joy begins with self-recognition. Sign 8. Hidden hatred revealed through subtle gestures. Not all hostility is spoken aloud. Some of the deepest resentment hides in silence, in fleeting expressions, in the tiniest of gestures. Hidden hatred often reveals itself not through words, but through non-verbal signals. The body betrays what the mind attempts to conceal. A glance that lingers too long or vanishes too quickly, a stiffened posture, a forced smile, a subtle change in tone, or an unexpected pause in conversation, all can speak volumes about what someone truly feels. People can mask their intentions with polite words, compliments, or feigned appreciation, but the body rarely lies. When someone secretly resents you, you may notice subtle signs. Their hands tighten when you share a success, their voice shifts slightly when offering praise, or they avoid eye contact in moments that matter. These signals are unconscious. They emerge from a deeper layer of the psyche that cannot be faked. Carl Jung argued that the unconscious mind communicates constantly through the body. Even when the conscious self tries to maintain a facade, emotions manifest in micro-expressions, gestures, and tension. Learning to notice these cues sharpens intuition and emotional awareness. Trust your instincts. If a person's presence leaves you uneasy, if subtle gestures suggest tension or discomfort, pay attention. Words can deceive, but the body tells the truth. Observing these silent signals allows you to see beneath the surface, to understand intentions, and to protect your energy from hidden hostility. In the quiet details, the truth is always revealed. Now that you know these 7 hidden signs, you can start seeing the truth that most people miss. Remember, noticing these subtle clues isn't about being suspicious or cold. It's about understanding people, protecting your energy, and being aware of the emotions around you. If this video opened your eyes, don't let others miss out. Hit the subscribe button and join the Stoic family so you never miss insights that can change the way you see the world. Tap the bell icon too, so you get notified every time we uncover another truth about human behavior and life. And if you found this video useful, share it with someone who needs to see it. They might thank you later for opening their eyes. Every share helps more people understand themselves and the people around them a little better. Your awareness is your power. Keep observing, keep learning, and keep growing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll dive even deeper into the hidden truths of human behavior.